Hey, what is up? Dirk here. Happy Monday. So that means the weekly candle chart has just closed, and that gives us insight into what could lie ahead for this week and potentially the next few weeks. So in this video, I'm going to dive into the weekly charts and I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think we could be looking at for this next week. Quick announcement before we do that though, there is only a couple of days left for my special offer that is ending this week, Friday at midnight Eastern time. So if you want to join VIP, you want to get access to everything at the lowest price that is going to be with the most amount of bonuses, you need to sign up before that special offer closes, before the end of the week. The link is in the description down below. All right, so Bitcoin is trading just over $30,000 at this point in time. And what I want to show you here is a chart that I usually don't show in this way. It is the weekly chart of Bitcoin, yes, but as you can see, something is a little bit different. And what this simply is an inverted scale. So it is Bitcoin, but flipped upside down. And I like to do this from time to time because it just makes you look at a chart in a different perspective. And that just, gives you sometimes a better edge on what you think the chart is going to do. So this is obviously flipped around the weekly chart. And you can see I changed the colors a little bit from green and red to just green and black. So it's not as clear as what the direction is. And we're trying to look at purely the price action to be able to determine what could lie ahead. And as you can see over here, this was obviously the May top and the November top, but inverted now. And this was obviously the bottom, but inverted now. So what you can see very clearly over here, so this is basically since the start of the year, okay? What we've been doing is we've been making a lower low and a lower high and a lower low and a lower high and a lower low so far. So that means that technically on this chart, we are in a downtrend. Now keep in mind, this is an inverted chart. So this technically means we've been in an uptrend, and that is obviously very clear from looking at the chart in the other way. But this just helps confirm that in a way. So if this was indeed a chart like this, and I saw this chart, obviously we're respecting the trend. It is a bearish trend right now. And what I would be expecting over here is continuation of this trend until invalidation. So you can see over here very nicely, this low over here became resistance over here for the move up. Very clear downtrend on this chart. So what we are looking for is a continuation of the trend to the downside until invalidation, and invalidation occurs when we get a higher high. So if this were to go above here, then this downtrend is invalidated, and then we have to start being careful. So what this means quite simply is you can see this level is about 25,000. So flipping this back, we'll do that in a second. If the price gets below 25,000, then obviously we have a market structure break, and it's not looking good for the bulls. And hopefully you don't get confused here, because again, this is an inverted chart. But until we get that invalidation, 25,000 here, the likely target here is this wick low over here. At least we want to see a wick below there, or here, all right? This level over here, you can see there's a nice fair value gap, and obviously it coincides here with this level of support. So we might be looking at something like that, which is what you can see, 35,000 over here. And if it goes here and it breaks below this level and it flips that, we are very likely looking at this as the next target for this bearish trend, and maybe an acceleration towards their capitulation on this chart, which would be about the $48,000 level. And that is obviously also the confluence of the Fibonacci golden pocket, as you can see over here. So, all right, flipping the chart back to the normal, regular way of viewing it, you can see over here that is exactly still what is happening. Okay, so we do have this kind of bullish trend over here. It's exactly the same. Okay, we've been making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so until we get invalidation of this low, until we get a new low below here, then obviously this bullish trend gets invalidated, and then we might look at more downside. But until we get that, meaning that worst case, we could drop as low as 25,000. Ideally, we want to stay above 27,000 because that's the 200-week moving average, which you can see over here. Ideally, we stay above there. That would be great. Then still, as I just showed you in the inverted chart, again, this is the target over here, this little wick. Then we have this fair value gap over here, the support over here. So we're looking at that, probably 35, 36. If we can flip this, we're probably looking at 48,000. And that simply remains in play, like I said, until at least we get a weekly close below the 200. So what could happen is we could get a wick below here and still go higher, as long as we don't get any full candle body close on the weekly chart below the 200. So as long as we don't close below 27,000, actually technically it's like 27.3, but let's say 27,000. As long as we stay above there, and any pullbacks are just dips for buying for the continuation higher here. And again, we are getting towards the end of July here also, which if you look at 2021, what happened here is we had this consolidation period, May, June, July. Okay, it was really boring. Got this consolidation here, and you can see here in the last week of July, it basically marked the end of this consolidation, and then we got this massive move up. So let's see what happens. You know, we are in pretty much the last week of July now. Are we going to get a continuation here and then August move higher? That is what I'm leaning towards at this point in time. Also, Wednesday, we have the FOMC decision, so the interest rate decision in the US. That is obviously something that's very much anticipated. At this point in time, it seems like the market is not pricing in any rate cuts until into 2024. So that looks promising. As long as they don't cut rates, I think it still looks very good for more upside. So that is what I'm looking at Bitcoin at this point in time. If you like that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more updates. And again, if you want to get better results in crypto with trading, with investing, you want to know what's going on, you want to learn how I'm doing analysis, you want to get access to my insights, my updates, then join me in VIP. Special offer in the description down below. A couple more days only. This is literally the best time to join. You have a full 60-day money-back guarantee. So you sign up, you can go through everything. If you're not happy within 60 days, you can request a full refund if you want that. No strings attached. But to get the special offer, you have to sign up before it disappears at the end of this week, Friday, midnight Eastern time.